like the full Dookie Super Saiyan Goku.
And I want to learn more, and more, and more!
Oh yeah, it's the champ. Let's go! Back in 2016, during the time of the Dragon Ball Super show airing on TV, Bandai, the leading toy company in Japan, decided to release a new model kit line that would feature characters from the Dragon Ball anime/manga. Bandai had already experimented with a 1/8 scale Dragon Ball Master Grade figures of Goku in his base and Super Saiyan form, and were now planning to develop model kits that would range from max, vehicles, effect pieces, and characters. This line will continue to pump out kits all the way up to 2023, when Bandai announced new spec versions of Goku and Vegeta, giving updated sculpt/molds for better articulation and posability. However, flash forward to today in 2025, we haven't really heard anything else from the Dragon Ball Figurize line.
So I wonder if Figurize has been really quiet lately. Like they released those Spectrum versions and they just haven't done anything. I think I'm doing a video based on like, hey, what the hell happened to Figurize? Because Dragon Stars is still releasing figures. I mean, now they're doing like Dynamo, but
Time Machine for Trunks, that was awesome.
Yeah, the only thing they're doing now is doing re-releases of their older figures. But other than that, it's just been quiet. And it's a lot missed potential. Like they could do like bigger figures, characters like
Cell Max from Superhero as a figure.
Cell Max. You could do Android Super Android 13 if you wanted. You can do Android 16, and you can do that whole gimmick where you have the bomb in them.
Gigantic metal cooler that was at the end of the movie with all the wires and stuff.
Oh no, I think that would be a pain in the ass to build.
Nah, you know what? Screw it. It'd be worth it.
What, you the wires? Oh, hell no.
Give us Harutagon and Tapion, bro.
That's a little much.
Tell you the truth, they weren't like import quality. They were decent figures, but I mean, they were fun to build.
And here's the thing, there's prototypes. If you go online and look up prototypes, they were going to do a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. They were going to do Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta from Resurrection F. They were going to do Mecha Frieza, Golden Frieza, and Fat Boo.
I mean, the I wasn't a big fan of, but I mean, it to me, they really did upgrade these. Like I said, they're not like an SH Figure Arts.
And it's the only line they gave us a future Gohan.
And a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they did Bardock before. We got a Figure Arts Bardock, I believe.
And honestly, their 2.0, their trunk that they put out was
even added new articulation. His boot has a ball peg in there.
Yeah,
they like updated these really good, but I guess they're just not selling.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they have not put out an Omega Shenron yet, because we have the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Make Omega Shenron to go with it.
You just got. Yeah, they really aren't bad. Like they're super fun, and you know, like if you're bored, you just get a model kit and build it, and then there you go. You're...
And that Vegeta that you're holding, Sean, it actually scales well with the SH Figure Arts, and people have used that for Super Vegeta as well.
I have not even heard anyone talk about Figurize in a while, but it's like, yeah, I'd kind of
add down. Like you might still find these in like Target.
Oh yeah, they're still available out there.
This was the best Krillin before Tamashii put out their 3.0 Krillin figure. Like this, well, actually, no, it was a placeholder Krillin, but it was still a good Krillin.
I've actually customized that Krillin quiche and made it into the Saiyan Saga without the blue shirt.
That's right,
because you can just come with that option.
The Saiyan Saga.
The Saiyan Saga.
The Saiyan Saga.
Figurite, Platinum Nova said Figurite Standard should make a giant Piccolo from the Tenkaichi Budokai. Oh, but hold on. But what about a giant orange Piccolo without the shirt?
That too. They can do both. They can do both.
Yeah, that. But that would make sense to go with the Cell Max thing. And they can. If they did Cell Max, you know what accessory that would be cool? You have an interchangeable arm piece where he has like the battle damage, like from what Gamma 2 did to him.
And Piccolo.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
They can do what they did with Piccolo, like how they did Luffy's limbs with the bendy wire.
I could.
You're right. It's Figurized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking figure arts.
I definitely think there's a missed opportunity to have them play a little bit more with these model kits. Like I said, with Android 16, you could have like the bomb in there. You can replace the chest from going Red Ribbon.
They did that with 17 and 18.
Yeah, they did that with 17 and 18.
Cool. That was
You could give him better effects for when he takes the arm cannons off and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of wasted potential with this line.
like, oh,
Dude, they could make a model kit of King Goma.
That's what I said.
Being all big and buff. Oh yeah,
But no, that
you can make like a buffed version of King Goma.
They could just do all the different Saiyans in their grade A forms, like Bardock, the Chief.
to be honest, I wouldn't buy those because like there's so many, and that would fill up the shelf way too much.
Yeah, but that's like something they can do. But the thing with Figure Eyes, if they make big figures, say it's triple the price, you're gonna pay maybe $100 for it. You know,
Actually,
that's not bad.
I think the figurized Broly was like 50.
Wait a second. Why don't they just do Shenron and Purunga since the ones from Figure Arts are so expensive, especially Purunga?
I feel like Figure Eyes has kind of like shut the door. I think they're done.
I don't know if it's if there's like a licensing thing or whatever, because I noticed they went dark when Dragon Ball Evolve started picking up, like around that time when like the Figure Eyes kind of went dark when Evolve started picking up. So,
and then
I feel like their stuff wasn't selling, but it seemed like their stuff was. Like it seemed like a lot of people.
They gave us characters that we wouldn't see like later. I mean, they gave us a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. They gave us Future Gohan. They gave us a Kid Buu. They gave us
all my speed build videos of the Figure Eyes stuff are like some of my most viewed videos too.
Yeah. They gave us Super Saiyan 4 before we got Super Saiyan 4 in the
X line.
Yeah.
That's my most viewed video, the Super Saiyan 4 speed build Goku.
So they gave us the model kit of Frieza and his little hover pod before Figure Art.
Yep.
Like they did a lot of things.
They
before Figure Art.
basically that Frieza that they give, they sold it off as like regular form Frieza, but that was like to me buff Frieza before we had buff Frieza.
Oh, the Final Form one?
Final form.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like how it was
Yeah, you animated with that figure too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did. Because it's like no way you could pass this off as skinny Frieza. That's 100% Frieza.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will say this, like I guess I don't collect the figures. The way that they did Super Saiyan here kind of reminds me of the way that Super Saiyan looked in the Yo Son Goku and Friends special, how it looks all glowy with the plasticky thing and whatnot.
Yeah. If you didn't paint it, it would look all like translucent and everything, and it looked really cool.
Yeah.
You know what they should have done? They should have also spanned out to other like anime. Because they were with Naruto, and it looks like they were gonna with Demon Slayer, but there were more statues. Like that was it. But I mean, they could have jumped into One Piece. They could have jumped into a bunch of stuff. But I don't know what happened with them. Does anybody know what happened with Figure Eyes?
Yeah, let us know.
Just contact Bandai and be like, yo, what's up with the Figure Eyes?
Golden Ozaru Baby, bro. That's another thing they could have done.
Yeah, they could do that one too. They definitely can. They definitely can.
And the thing is, here's the thing I really like about them, is that say what you want about like their Super Saiyan 3 and the look of it, but their translucent hair. That you never really ran into problems where the figures with the longer hair felt top heavy.
Yeah. You know what it was? They used the very light plastic.
Yeah. I legitimately wish that we'd have other companies that would take from Figure Eyes. And as a matter of fact, I think that Figure Eyes introduced articulation before that was really well. No, they introduced articulation that ended up being what Figure Arts used for the 3.0 stuff. Because of how like what the issue with the 2.0 was that the sleeves, or the way that they'd go around, would just be like a thing that connects to the back of the shoulder.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
When they assembled it, it's like it actually goes all around. It actually looks like a shirt that's underneath it.
Yeah. Yep. I think they should, like what we're saying, make bigger characters, and I think they should also do vehicles.
Yeah, do more vehicles.
The Trunks time machine, that was such a cool build.
I'm so pissed at myself not buying that. I think it was like The
It
most
wasn't really
expensive.
that expensive. Yeah, it wasn't like.
I think it was like 70, 80 bucks in some.
I mean, it was.
I saw it for 50 at some places.
What else did they do though? They did Bulma's bike. They did the Frieza hover pod. I could have sworn.
Vegeta Saiyan Pod. Yeah. See how cool that looks.
Yeah, that's just cool.
It would have been cool if that could light up. I know there's one that does do that.
It's like third party, which is like super expensive now.
Saiyan pod. Let's see how much it's going for on eBay. Oh, not bad. Here's one for 60.
Yeah.
$63.99.
How much is the time machine?
Close. Yeah, about $200. 200 nuts.
Kidding, bro. We released that set. If anything, like that's what clearly people want it.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this? I didn't realize. Oh yeah, they were doing like 2-packs, Vegeta and Goku. I mean Vegeta and Trunks, and they did a Goku.
Oh yeah, they did 2-packs. Yeah. They had like manga colors or something like that.
Like I feel like there should be a company like specifically making diorama sets or like Android pods, Saiyan pods, vehicles and shit. You know, like Imaginations don't really do that.
Bro,
Figurized and packs are the only ones.
I would love it if we had a figurize of Super Shenron from GT with the Black Star Dragon Balls. That would be sick. And then, and while you're at it, give us the blue Shenron that was smoking the cigar. Like, dude,
A little cigar.
yeah, bro, those would be cool figures, man. Like that'd be cool sets.
I can even see the Ginyu Force being model kits because you would just be reusing assets. So it'd be super easy to do.
Hopefully we can get some information about Figurize soon. I personally love building and collecting this line, and it would be so disappointing and leave so much wasted potential if Bandai just quietly cancelled it. But let us know in the comments, do you think the Figurize line is done for? Would you care if they came back, and what characters would you have liked to see? I am Champ Animation from the Plastic Power Podcast, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then.
Thanks for listening to our podcast episode.
If you're on YouTube and have watched the video,
Then thank you for watching as well. We are your hosts,
Starblast Studios.
Champ Animation.
and me, Daredevil19. Be sure to give us a like if you liked it, and a subscribe-a-roo if you enjoyed it. And we will catch you on the next episode of the Plastic Power Podcast.